like that with that many zeros.
With I touched it and got to start sweating. Hey, Michael Griffin can't do that. Michael Griffin stepped your game up.
Yeah, sure. You know I got to get you, B. You know I got to get. I'm here with Showtime. I'm here with Showtime, baby, all day.
Principal of the year. Hey, Principal of the year.
My man.
Oh, my man.
All day, baby.
Hey,
Let's get it.
Let's get it, baby.
My man.
I love you, baby.
Boy, you crazy, John. My man. Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
You ready, baby?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 55th episode of the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. I'm sitting here with my very special guest. Oh, God, my very special guest. ECU alumni, football player, principal of the year. I can keep going if you want me to keep going. It's gonna be a long time. We got to get in the show, man, because he got a long resume. And he just appeared on Ellen. A fine, very special on Ellen. I'm mad because he appeared on Ellen before he appeared on Josh Cuthbertson Show. Oh, my man. And we right down the road from each other.
West side first, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My special guest, Mr. Tabari Wallace.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. How you doing, baby?
My man. Showtime, baby.
Yes, sir. So my first question is, how you been doing during the quarantine, man, ever since the pandemic hit us, man?
Well, I'm telling you, it's a lot different. It's a lot different. I'm missing my kids, my students. The quarantine and the pandemic has taken away my students.
Yes, sir.
And now we're gradually beginning to bring them back.
Yes, sir.
And I'm glad about that. We're getting them in starting really after Thanksgiving. We should be transitioning to an AABB schedule, so we can get half of them back at one time and then half at home.
So it's still going to be distance between the students and the teachers?
Mm-hmm. It'd be ultimate difference, but right now, while we're doing this quad thing, we have so much space. It's like 50 to 70 kids here a day. And we have the capacity to get 350 a day.
That's what I'm saying. They're only letting that many in?
Exactly. That's what it turns out to because of our Craven Live kids. So now we're going to do AABB and get our kids back in here.
So gradually, most of them will come back in and start learning?
Yep.
Yes,
I want to say right at December, the first week of December, we should be right at what we call a hybrid form of AB Day, like AABB.
Yes, sir. So has it been easy as a principal getting everything back in order as it's supposed to be, like trying to get back to normal?
Oh, man, I'm going to tell you this. We are flying this airplane while we're building. It's the craziest thing in the world. Nobody gives you a manual on how to operate school during the pandemic.
Yes, sir.
And it would just happen in March 13th, just all of a sudden.
Just sudden, boom.
Yeah, go home. And we're like, okay, well, how are we supposed to teach? So you got to learn Zoom, you got to learn, Microsoft Teams, you got to learn all these digital platforms. And not only us as teachers learning it, the babies had to learn it. The students had to learn it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so they had to learn. So it was a learning curve in March, and then when we came back, we were ready. We had the summer to get ready. So, and now what we can say is we're teaching it, but is it ideal? Is it better than having them right here in the brick and mortar?
No, it's not.
No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So switching over, how's your family, man? Talk about a little about your childhood, how you grow up, and then talk about now about your family, being a father for your kids, and now in 2020 with everything going on, man, how it is being a father?
I will tell you, and I took the road less traveled, and probably throughout this interview, you're going to see, I don't know why. I guess I just had a chip stacked against me coming to the world. I always take the road less traveled to get there, but, came up in 5 Points, the Craven County, New Bern area, right in front of Craven Terrace, and I'm still Duffyfield's finest.
Yes, sir.
Very humble beginnings, it was 3 of us there, and then moms and dad was military, so he was gone most of the time, until we were like in our teens, man, our late teens, so it was just mom.
So just mom.
Just mom deuce. Mom getting it in. That's why she's still ruled with an iron hand right now.
Yes,
respect due, you know what I'm saying? That's mom.
Yes,
sir. But getting into that, and growing up, learned, in the hallway, learned we had to be 2 times better and had to make sure to ensure you get your education so you can change your environment. That's what mom instilled in us.
Yes, sir.
And it lives with us today. But I kind of started fatherhood early. I was 16 years old when my baby came out.
What?
Yeah, 16 years old.
Now that I didn't know.
Yeah, we had to grow up fast, boss. Had to grow up fast.
Yes, sir.
And people will tell you at that time, they call you a statistic. They say, you're not going to be able to go to school. You're not going to be able to get a job. You can't finish school. You got a child. Now you got to take care of your baby. See what you did, you big dummy. You shouldn't have did this. You shouldn't have did that. And when people tell you can't do something, you look at it. And it just really drives you, especially where we from.
Yes, sir.
It drives you to, number one, prove them wrong, or to overcome the challenge that they put in front of you.
That you can't do.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
sir.
So I'm glad to say, even though they told me we wouldn't finish, me and, my wife. My baby mama at 16 is my wife today. So that's a success story.
That's beautiful.
It's a long time.
That's beautiful.
She probably so sick and tired of me, boy, but it is what it is. She's still hanging in there.
Yes, sir.
And she graduated. I graduated. My daughter graduated, all from high school.
That's phenomenal.
We all graduated from college, and we all are graduating with advanced degrees. And when they told us we couldn't do it, the family stick together and do it.
Yes,
and done
sir.
it. Now, the only hurtful part of that, you probably see over there on that shelf, you see all the little memories, the godlike religious type stuff.
Yes, sir.
That's all dedicated to my daughter. My daughter did. My second born didn't make it. My second born child passed a little bit after childbirth. Yeah, man. And that's, so that's the tough part about it. But that's why I pour into the vessel of all my babies here, filling that void that I had from her. What I can't do for my second born, Alexandra, I try to do for each and every child in this school, and always have.
Yes,
that's
sir.
why I got such a deep relationship
With every
with today. And the kids can't understand, why is he just so, I have a void in my life,
Yes, sir.
and I'm overcoming that void through that.
Yes, sir. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, man, you was an athlete, man. And a lot of them don't know. A lot of them don't talk about it because you principal of the year, and that kind of overtook everything. But you was one of the amazing athletes around here. So talk about getting into sports. And it was just mom at the house. So how did mom get you into sports, or what influenced you to motivate you to get into sports?
Well, I'm telling you, with sports, kind of where I'm from, sports kept us out of trouble. Mama pushed us in sports when we were little because, unoccupied time is the devil's playground.
Yes, sir.
And mom knew that if we were free, where we grew up at, we would
so
get
much
into
trouble to
something.
get into.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So she pushed us into sports early. Me and my oldest, and we football, and we had this trophy case at my house. Even whenever we was over by Craven Terrace, we always had this trophy case. And as a kid, you look at this kind of stuff. And when my brother would bring trophies home, you look at that and be like, man, I want one of those.
I want one of those.
Yeah, so
he could do what I could do.
Yeah, so H.M. McDonald, if you played football and you did good, you got a trophy.
Yes,
so I
sir.
started trying to catch him. Football, basketball, track,
Yes, sir.
baseball.
Everything he got a trophy for, I want the
and
trophy
I
for.
just kept going in. Because I'm going to catch him. Yeah, okay, he got this many. Okay, I need to put this here.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So that's what did it. Plus, we played in the hood. And I don't know if you played tackle football in the hood. They jokers try to kill you.
They try to kill you.
Yeah, they will. You be on the grass, they'll pick you up, take you to the sidewalk, and slam you.
Yes.
So the
Well,
catch
don't
is,
kill
don't
you,
get
they
caught.
just
Yeah,
yes,
just
sir.
don't get caught. That's where the speed came from. Just don't get caught. That's why I'll outrun Bobby Griffin on any day, at any time, or whatever. Because he played on grass, I played on concrete.
Played on concrete.
Yeah, I love the big field, baby. The big field.
Yes, sir. Craven
If
Terrace.
anybody know the big field, you got to bring your game.
Yes,
on
sir.
there.
You got it every day. Yes,
Exactly.
sir.
So that's how we got into sports, and that's how. With New Bern, I played with Jeremy McDaniel, Brian Simmons, Stacey Whitehead. I played with some trooper Steve Fisher. All these people I just named. 2 of them went to the league, and all of them played collegiate football.
Yes,
so
sir.
we had a stacked team.
And that's what you're going against every day better than yourself.
Exactly. And that's why I take the less road travel. They were recruited, all the aforementioned that I named. They were recruited, we were recruited, but I didn't get a scholarship coming right out. Went to East Carolina. Chuck Pagano, used to be head coach of Indianapolis.
Yes,
Showed up at the house and was like, we like him. We don't have any scholarships left, but we like him. We want to prefer walk-on. Let him come on. That's why I say I take the road less traveling. I don't know if y'all ever been a walk-on, but you at the bottom of the map.
At the bottom of the map in college,
You
baby.
might as well be carrying the helmet.
Yes, sir. You might carry the material.
Yeah, but you got to show yourself, though. You got to show yourself when you do it, and you got to really show out. And I showed out.
You showed out.
So as a walk-on, you ain't even supposed to have a chance to play. But my freshman year as a walk-on, they put me in the game.
You looking at
second to the
time.
last game, yeah. I got 46 on. Who wears 46? But I'm a walk.
No,
46. They threw me in there, boss. I never forget it, Central Florida, and we had to win this game to go on to the Liberty Bowl. Threw the ball up because again they like Snoop, just stand there, just stand there. We were down a couple of people. Threw the ball up, caught the interception, sent us to the Liberty Bowl. The rest is history.
The rest right there,
That's
yes,
when
sir.
Snoop Howard was daggone
Yeah.
Brandon. Got a scholarship that summer, full ride, started, team captain the
You
whole
took
nine.
advantage of that opportunity.
Took advantage
No
of
matter
the
if you're a
opportunity.
walk-on, got a scholarship, I'm going.
That's the key. That's why I tell my kids you can do anything you want in this life if you set your mind to it. Nobody can stop you. It's all up to you, your work ethic, and I tell them, hard work is talent when talent fails to work hard. Every kid can go do that. You do not have to sit there and wait for somebody to give you anything. If somebody gives you something, they're hurting you. They're hurting you. I'm going around with my teachers, about, this county policy we have. We got to give them this, but that just to give them the second chance. But my teachers don't understand. I agree with you. I don't want you to give them nothing.
Yes, sir.
Give them a chance.
Give them a chance,
by
but
giving
no,
them, you know,
giving it to them. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's just like when we're talking in the state now, everybody thinks equity is equality. That is not the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Equity is what a child needs to succeed at that time, and that is a sliding scale. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So that's the key. So I mean, I took the road less travel on several things in my life. Nobody ever gave me anything, and I want to make sure that they don't give anybody anything.
So they can say they earned it.
So when you earn it, it's yours.
It's yours.
If I give you something, you're gonna expect it again and again and again.
Yes,
and I learned a lot from my teachers because they're right. If you keep giving them, we are weakening them. So we don't give them anything, but we do set the playing field so they are successful.
Man. You heard him, man. If it ain't earned, man, it ain't nothing.
That's right. If you ain't, boy, if it ain't earned, it ain't nothing. And it doesn't mean anything to the child. You know, I can take you right now to the lost and found right there. And when you look in the lost and found, you're going to see Jordans, you're going to see Timbs, you're going to see Jordan apparel, you're going to see like high ticket items.
Yes, sir.
What you're not going to see, and those are things that mama bought children in the school. But what you're not going to see is the ones who work in Target, the ones who work, you know, gas station, or do whatever they do. When they earn it themselves and they work on it, then it's valuable. Exactly. This is why you see my shoe? Let me tell you, you lost one shoe. How you lose one shoe, son?
But if he paid for it, he bought that shoe.
Yeah, man, we were playing in the gym, they was throwing it around, Now, here go your shoe, dog. Somebody did bring it to you. Here go your shoe, here go your shoe. Here go your shoe, man.
But when mom and daddy pay for it, it's given, so it don't really, it ain't on their mom.
Ma, I lost my shoe. They didn't pay for it. Ma, I lost my shoe.
So it don't really.
That's why here, you know, we always tell parents, your child will leave this institution better from which they came.
Yes,
and that's because we're going to invest in them. We want to make an impact on them, and we always look on a day-to-day basis to inspire.
Yes, sir.
And so that's why I think we're special with the social emotional hub of the East, designated by Raleigh, because we take care of each and every child, each and every day.
Yes, sir. That's amazing, man. So that's amazing, man. That's amazing. So I'm not gonna get off this show without mentioning the incredible job you did at the end of the year. With everything going on, man, you made sure these kids felt like they graduated high school, man. Now it was hard because when I remember when I walked across the stage,
right,
it was one of the best feelings of life. I held my thing up, Mom, Dad, I did it. Like I did it.
Life event,
yeah, man. And knowing the pandemic hit us,
yeah,
knowing that them not being able to walk across the stage,
right,
but you still made that moment for them. Talk about setting that up and the foundation of putting the signs up for every kid in their home, making them feel like they accomplished something, which they supposed to feel like that. It is an accomplishment.
And well, people don't understand that the things that you remember in this life, you know, your dash, okay, that goes on your career, is really based on graduation from high school, when you get married, and if you go to college, you graduate from college.
Yes, sir.
After that, it's just many celebrations if you get a promotion at work or whatever. But the life event is graduation and when you get married.
Yes, sir.
That's what stays on mama wall, grandmama wall, your mama on the picture. We don't need print pictures no more. You gonna print that one. You gonna print that one and put it right up there. That's what stays up there.
Yes,
so
sir.
I couldn't get my people to understand, like around me, the severity of what was being snatched away from my children. Pandemic hit, baseball stopped, softball stopped, soccer stopped, the band performances stopped, the chorus performances stopped.
Man.
Everything that these children are used to, prom stopped. Everything in the spring that they're used to doing just stopped. And it was taken away from these children.
Yes.
Then they said, stay home. Man, we were on lockdown for about 2 months.
Yes, sir.
They couldn't even go out and do anything. So here kids sitting here like I was in school having a great time, and due to an unseen force, it's all taken away from them.
Yes,
so we're sitting here in administration like and talking to the teachers. They were concerned, how do we meet the social emotional needs of these babies? So we were trying to figure out a way, and I got to give credit, Jennifer Wagner at the district thought about these signs. And they said this would be awesome to do for our children.
Yes,
While others in the community, you know, did the signs their way. You know, they just put the signs out. We made it an event at West Craven High School.
Yes, sir.
We wanted to make sure that each child was blessed with a parade of some sort, caravan of cars. Some had fire trucks, some had police departments, some had board members, central office workers. I mean, we had the whole nine. Heck, I had Chip Hughes with me. I mean, who does? The sheriff of Craven County was riding. We were riding with the sheriff of Craven County going, I mean, who does that? I felt so honored that day. I got to spend 5 hours with Chip Hughes. I mean, just going at just place to place to place. He's a good man. He's a good man. So we blessed each child with that, and what the pretext was when we got there. We took the sign and said, "Son or a baby girl, let this sign serve as a bridge." All right, this is a promise from us that we're going to get you over the traditional stage, because they have been saying graduation was canceled. I said, not at West Craven. We're going to take you out of it.
Yes, sir.
We don't follow tradition. We make tradition on the west side. So we told them that, and the kids believed us. They saw they come out, oh my God. The tension was on them. We said, we understand what you're going through. We empathize with you, but we're not going to let this pandemic take the most important day away from you. So we put it in the ground. We said, every time you walk out this house going to or from work, I want you to look at this sign, and this sign is going to serve as a bridge until we can get you across the traditional stage.
Yes, sir.
And we did that. Each child had their own graduation complete with their family there, pomp and circumstance. We read their accomplishments out. We did everything while that child sat over there, and we just wadeered them. I mean, they was just all glowing because we were telling everything they did. Football player, honor student, in this club and that club, and they just over there, some cried. And then when they came across that stage and shook their hands like they would, the board members were there.
Yes, sir. Got
their diploma from the board member, and then we let them take pictures. We let the family come on stage and take pictures. I mean, we did everything that they would have got in a traditional graduation in a quaint ceremony inside. And it took us 7 days to do it. But it was worth it. It was worth it because no child was robbed of that once in a lifetime moment. That's right. That's right. I'm telling you, that's the key. People don't understand.
Man, and that makes them love you even more.
Oh, I'm telling you, Doc. People may forget what you say. They may even forgive what you do. But they will never forget how you made them feel. Yes, and those seniors of 2020 will never forget that this institution, these teachers, the custodians, cafeteria workers, the district staff, everybody was all in to make sure that we savored some semblance of tradition during the digital age for those babies. Yes, and they know that we care.
And they know it.
Right now to this day.
Yes, sir. Man, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And having that got noticed by Ellen.
Yes.
And man, I know you had to be some type of nurse.
Let me tell you something, boy. They called me on a Friday, okay? All of us on a Friday at 9:30.
Yes, sir.
And said, "This is Ellen. How you doing? Okay, where you doing?" I said, "Yeah. We need you out here. She wants you on the show. We need you out here tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
They gave you 1 day notice. 1
day? It ain't even a half a day. They gave me 12 hours. 12 hours is what they gave me. I'm like, I need to talk to my wife and I need to talk to the superintendent. Yes. I just can't up and leave. I said, how long am I gonna be out there? A week? A week? You expect me to get on the plane tomorrow and have time to prepare for a week out in Hollywood? She's like, yeah, you got it. I said, all right, let me check.
A week in
Hollywood. But I was on that plane. Yes. Superintendent said, you better get your butt up there. I said, I thought she was going to be mad. She was like, you better get up there, baby. You better get. I said, all right, Dr. Baby. It was on. I said, Dr. Doyle, thank you. And then, the wife was all ready until they said, oh, she can't go because of COVID concerns, and I had to be quarantined while I was up there. She was like, hold on. We ain't going to Hollywood. I said, no, baby, I can't. She just want me to come out. Lord have mercy. I said, I love you, baby. And then we got on that plane, I'm out. So we left out, flew up there, man. It was beautiful, man. Was up there for a week, stayed in the villa, had a little detail, and I thought the detail was there to protect me, though. They was there to make sure I ain't go nowhere. There was something else. All expense paid, really, man. It's first class stuff, man. Everything, the stretch Escalade limo, the person opened the door for you, grab your bags. All meals was on them.
Man, they treated you like
it was top notch. The green room they had over there, I would have thought that I was Jay-Z walking in there, man. The way they make you feel. Now, you walk in, it's like, oh my God, Tabari Wallace, you're the signing. I'm like, okay. People in the hotel thought I was some rapper or something, man. I had people around me. They was like, man, what you do? What you do? What's going on? But we got the Ellen show. The bad part about Ellen show, man, they tested me like 5 times.
They do what?
They take that COVID test. They stick way up to your brain right here. They did that like 5 times just so I can sit this close to Ellen.
To Ellen.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't contact Ellen.
Exactly. But then once the show was over, they just let me go. Security detail went away. I can go wherever I want then. It's the craziest thing ever. I'm like, look at this. I've been stuck in this villa for a week, and now y'all gonna let me go. But I hit the town. I did it up, bro. But it was a great. It was a great experience, man. Again, Ellen is awesome, man. She went through some things this summer that you've probably heard. And I talked to her at the commercial break. Was like, man, don't let nobody get you down, man. There's people that's gonna try to get you when you're doing good, Because don't nobody like to see successful people, man.
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of people envy is something else,
Successful,
man.
yeah, successful
They'll
people.
find something wrong with you, even if something's wrong with you. And Ellen appreciated that. She said, thank you, Tabari. You didn't even have to say that. No, because we supposed to be here about you and your kids. I said, no, I care about you, man.
Yes, sir.
And so that's where kind of you see me and Ellen a little flustered when we came back from break.
We came back, yes,
because
sir.
it got deep during commercial break.
Yes,
man.
sir.
But she good peeps, man. Don't believe what you hear. That's a good
Oh,
lady.
yes.
She got the biggest heart in America, man.
I mean,
And then I know that was a while ago, but as I
that was a
showed
while
you,
ago,
man,
All them zeros.
I'm sitting right,
All them
right here.
zeros.
It came today, baby.
All them zeros in the envelope.
Yeah, I hope Channel 12 will be here on Monday. We supposed to be doing a big deal here. Let the kids see this, but this got $25,000, and that's West Craven High School right here, baby. We doing it. Ellen, thank you so very much. If you're watching this, you are awesome. We love you.
We love you, baby, on the west side.
That's
we
right.
love you, baby.
And Shutterfly, baby. And Shutterfly. I didn't know
Yes,
who
sir.
Shutterfly was, but I know it now. All day.
Yes, sir.
All day.
So
Take
after-
care of my babies.
Yes, sir. So after appearing on Ellen, man, like I think that's one of the biggest accomplishments ever. Being on television beside Ellen, Oprah, whoever it is, man, I think that's one of the biggest accomplishments. After that, what's next for Tabari Wallace?
Oh man. Well, it's been a lot. It's a lot of talk going on, a lot of uncertainties. Main thing right now, in the meantime, is I'm trying to definitely number one get my students all 100% of them re-engaged.
Yes, sir.
We got tests in 4 weeks. We got to take. So we're trying to make sure that the big push thing is for the babies is to get them back in here as much as we can. You know, under the current guidelines. So then after that, you know, who knows what 2021 holds. So I'm just going to be really partying on 2020 and New Year's Eve, because this year has been something else, man.
Oh, man. This
This year has been something. The passing of Johnny Sampson, you know, a good mentor to me, man, and the love from his family. It's just been a truly challenging 2020 that we are all ready to see what the new beginning is and the new graces of 2021 will bring.
Yes, sir.
So, but definitely stay tuned. You'll be the first to know when I know about the upcoming deals that's coming. So it
Yes,
is what it
sir.
is.
Yes, sir. So my final question is, man, we in deep in football season.
Are we in deep?
Who you out with?
Oh,
Who your team? I need to know your favorite team.
I don't even want to say, man. It's for real. That's John. It's for real.
Hey, Miss Marie.
That's a great teacher.
Yes,
It's for real.
that
I
was
love
my
her to
teacher.
death. Yeah, she
Yeah.
keeps me straight. I'm gonna tell you that. She keeps me straight. But I'm gonna say Pittsburgh undefeated, man.
Oh.
You see that pillar sitting over there? Now,
So he a true fan.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Well, no, I'm gonna tell you now.
I can't even call my bandwagon. He got the whole
I
pillow
grew
over there.
up a Washington Redskin fan. I did, but boy, have mercy, I'm becoming a real built. I still love my Skins,
But you had to
I
switch
spent a
over.
little bit of time with the Steelers. So, Steelers have been like my adopted team.
You're adopted.
It is what it is. Look, I'm definitely adopting this year.
Yes, sir. We undefeated. Hey, I like the Giants. So we a little rocky right now, but hey, I'm staying loyal. Yes.
Oh my God!
Don't do me like that.
Man!
I didn't even want to mention it.
Oh man! Look, they ain't as bad as the Skins.
They ain't as bad as the Skins, right? We're in the same division.
The Skins is like 3 games away, losing by the last play at 1 point or something. I'm like, we finally gonna. Dang, y'all troopers killing me, man. Y'all killing me, y'all.
They can't never close
They
it.
can't close it out. It drives me crazy, man. It drives me crazy. God,
But there y'all. But there y'all have it, y'all. That's the end of the 55th episode with my very special guest, Principal of the Year, Mr. Tabari Wallace. West Side, we are out. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. Please continue to show your love and support by clicking the subscribe button below the video. Check us out next week on the next episode of the Josh Cuthbertson Show. We out.